When people are what you call cash poor, but property rich or land rich, a lot of them, their primary asset is their home. And so they have all this equity inside the home. If they don't plan on selling the house and they're not going to move and they're going to stay in that home throughout retirement, that's kind of equity that's locked up in there. They don't have access to it. And I think folks listening today need to investigate this and look into it and see, does it make sense for you to think about a reverse mortgage? So happy you're here with us today. Mike, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Where does this work out and maybe not work out? Or, just kind of take it from here and kind of explain to us what the reverse mortgage is and how it may benefit us.
Thank you very much for having me, Eric. Michael Forslund with Fairway Independent Mortgage. Really, if you're in your final house or if you want to purchase your forever house, there's a lot of different things that folks can do with it. If they have a mortgage that they want to pay off and then not have a mortgage payment, they can do that. If they have, equity in the property and they want to get a line of credit, they can get a reverse mortgage and have access to that credit. You may agree, Eric, it's really all about cash flow when you're retired and not outliving your money. And that reverse mortgage gives you the flexibility of improving your cash flow, which allows you to draw money maybe when the market's down so you don't get caught in sequencer returns. You're still responsible for paying the taxes and the insurance and the HOA, but you can access that equity, a certain percentage of it based on your age, and not have to have a mortgage payment. My website is TallahasseeReverseFairway.com. And as you said, Eric, on that website, there is a reverse calculator, which your birth date, your value of your property, and if you have a mortgage balance, it'll give you some options. Everyone's situation is different. There's a lot of value in this product.
Yeah, just a shout out to our listeners up and down the Gulf Coast from Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete, of course, the wonderful Nature Coast. So glad you guys listened to this show, and this show is for you, purely educational. If there's something on the show today that makes sense to you, or you have a question, you have a concern, please reach out to us. Also, if you want to go ahead and get a hold of us just right online, you can go to our website, takepointwealth.com. These shows are broadcast on any podcast site, whatever podcast site you listen to, Spotify, iTunes, for past podcasts. And then, of course, if you just can't catch all of today's shows, we'll be there for you. Please don't hesitate to call us with your questions. We love hearing from our listeners. This show is for you. It's becoming increasingly challenging. Today, we're going to get into a lot of the things that you're facing as a retiree and a pre-retiree. One thing for sure we know is that inflation has been crazy. It is getting better. However, oil prices have spiked again. Food costs are still up there. And so for our retirees who are trying to, in a sense, plan for income in their retirement, this is going to be more and more of a challenge as costs increase.